What's up guys, Goldfish here, gonna bring you guys some Battlefield 3 gameplay and important information today, so definitely check out this video if you're unsure of what network smoothing factor out. I'll quickly just get the gameplay out of the way first. This is some Carg Island rush defense. We're playing the first stage, and I'm really only going to be using it as a backdrop to what I'm talking about today. I'm not really going to be talking about the gameplay whatsoever. Today I wanted to talk about the network smoothing factor like I mentioned before and explain to you guys what it is if you're unsure of what it is. So if you guys have ever played Counter-Strike Source, Team Fortress 2, Day of Defeat Source, any of the Source multiplayer games, you may have come across something called LERP or linear interpolation. And basically what it is, it's a buffer or a delay between when your computer receives information and when your monitor chooses to display it. So network smoothing factor is a similar kind of thing. By default it's on the far right, and basically what that means is it adds a 100 millisecond buffer or delay between when your computer receives information and when your monitor chooses to display it. Now this can be good and bad just depending on what circumstances you're under. Some bad situations I can think of, for example, you've just gotten behind cover, you're certain you're behind cover, but suddenly you die. And the reason for that is because your computer is not displaying accurate or up-to-date information. I mean, 100 milliseconds, sorry, is a lot of time, and you might have died before you got to cover, but the computer didn't process that information yet, and as a result, you died behind cover. Another situation I can think of is, for example, there's a target that's standing dead still, you're aiming dead on the target, you're certain it's dead on the target, but you shoot your shots and they're not hitting. And another reason for that is because the hitboxes that are displayed on your monitor are delayed. The actual hitboxes in the game are probably moved on from where you see them on the monitor. I mean, they're 100 milliseconds ahead of what you see. And that can be a problem for people that like to consistently hit their shots. They want to make sure what they're seeing is what they're going to be hitting. And if you have a 100 millisecond delay, sometimes that can be a little bit difficult. So the good thing about having network smoothing factor though is that at the end of the day it gives your computer a little bit more time to process the picture, and it's going to lead to a smoother and more fluid graphics, for a lack of a better term. And yeah, sure, this might look prettier, but I myself, being a competitive player, I can give up some of the prettiness and the smoothness to make sure I can hit my shots. I'd any day rather be able to hit my shots than to have prettier graphics. I mean, I wish I could have the best of both worlds, having great graphics and good bullet registration, but that's really not the case. You want to make sure you have the best bullet registration as a competitive player. So if you're just a casual player, this might not matter as much to you, but as a competitive player, you most definitely want to have it on the far left. And just a word of warning before you guys blame me for mucking up your settings, this has known to cause some jittery movements when you're climbing up ladders and when you're knifing opponents, but it doesn't really affect your gameplay because you won't really be doing those much. And secondly, this doesn't let you see your opponents faster. There's no such thing as seeing your opponents faster. What it is, it's going to update the player model a lot more frequently, and what that means is the hitboxes are actually going to, like, where you see the opponent on the monitor is where the hitboxes actually are going to be. They're not going to be 100 milliseconds delayed. They're not going to be 50 milliseconds delayed if you have network smoothing factor on halfway. They're not going to be delayed whatsoever. If you have it on the far left, they're not going to be delayed, and the opponent's hitboxes are going to be exactly where you see their player model as. So I think that's basically it in a nutshell. If you guys are still unsure, I'm going to leave a link to in the description box below so you guys can read up a little bit more on it. And yeah guys, thanks a lot for checking out this video. Make sure you rate it if you guys enjoyed it, or if you guys learned something from this, because I definitely did do my research, and at the end of the day it does really help my videos out. So thanks a lot for checking out this video guys, I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good day.
How does everyone notice that? Me. Notice LA